Okay, Fox News has obtained exclusive leaked audio from DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. He was speaking with his border officials at the border yesterday. He privately admitted that what is happening there is, quote, unsustainable. Border crossings hit the highest in a generation, 5 times the amount last year. Now listen to this.
How close you came to breaking here in this sector, and it's our responsibility to make sure that never happens again. This is unsustainable. These numbers cannot continue. We cannot get to a point where we were a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. We're looking at the policy options.
Joining us now, House Border Security Co-Chair. He is Texas Congressman Brian Babin. What's your reaction here? He publicly says this is just a challenge, but he says the Rio Grande Valley sector is at the breaking point. It's unsustainable. What do you say?
It is unsustainable, and we've been saying this for month after month after month. I think Secretary Mayorkas is being disingenuous. He's probably down there trying to pump up his own border security authorities. They're about to mutiny. Every one of them are being worked to death. They're overwhelmed. They're doing jobs that they're not really supposed to be doing, being pulled off the line. And the man is saying that it's unsustainable. Hey, get real. You know, his predecessor, Chad Wolf, that worked for Mr. Trump, and a number of other border authorities that worked in the Trump administration, told over and over again to Mayorkas and the DHS that they needed to keep those policies that President Trump's administration came up with. They didn't listen. And now he's got an out-of-control border. People are very apprehensive. 213,000 illegals came across last month. And now we know that even in just one city, McAllen, Texas, in the Rio Grande sector, 7,000 COVID-positive illegals have been released from there. And that's just in that area. It's incredible. And we're wondering why we have, a flare-up of COVID right now. And then the Biden administration is asking us all to mask up and do the things that they tried to do all last year. And he's letting people in illegally that are carrying COVID. It's incredible. I tell you, Mayorkas ought to be ashamed of himself. This whole Biden administration, it is immoral what they're doing to our country, to the migrants themselves, and to the American people.
You know, at the private meeting, an agent offered Secretary Mayorkas advice. He said, we've been here before. We know exactly how to shut it down. Make illegal entry illegal again. Why not just do that?
You know what, Liz? You know that. I know that. And I'll tell you what, I think Mayorkas knows that as well. He's doing the bidding of the radical Democrats that run that party and run this administration. They absolutely are hell-bent on bringing in millions of illegal aliens. Those are future registered voters for them. And incredibly, they're endangering not only the American people, our public health, our national security, but they found over 300, probably by now, close to 400 dead people on the border. And it is incredible that they just don't seem to pay attention. Obviously, Mayorkas is concerned, and I think he's being disingenuous.
We've got ex-border chief Mark Morgan estimating Homeland Security dropped 40,000 COVID-19 positive migrants inside the U.S. That's an issue. We also have this, as drug and human traffickers move in to make billions at the border. DEA officials reportedly have been instructed to avoid using the term Mexican cartel. That's according to the Daily Caller. Daily Caller got an internal DEA email. But we've got fentanyl seized at the border year to date, already exceeding 2019 and 2020 combined. Why are they focused on terminology here?
This is the politically correct crowd, Liz. They are absolutely the most woke. Their wokeness is ridiculous, and it is killing Americans. It is killing migrants. It is harming our country in more ways than one. And where are these cartels from? Who's been empowered by the policies of the Biden administration? It is the Mexican drug cartels. They've got one of the highest murder rates in the Western Hemisphere, probably the world by now. And they are empowered to be the de facto control of our southern border. And the Biden administration has done so.
Congressman Babin, thanks for joining us. Come back soon.